What up? It's gonna be weird because all I'm doing is working on the video. I will occasionally check chat, but I want to work on the video and I also wanted to stream. So what if I just did both? So now you can see what it is that I'm doing. It's all PowerPoint, by the way. That's a secret. I make a cool PowerPoint. It's basically my job. What's up, Kobayashi? Man, I haven't seen you in a while. Alright, so now I gotta... So, since Cha has hidden abilities, I'll keep this, but I will fix these because he is a green player, and so I make sure that they have their same color. What's up? So, there's the Patreon thing. And then the Matsuyama stuff, I don't need for this video, so I'll cut it out. I already saved the copy. What's up, everybody? I'm gonna play some old music. Let me know if the music is too quiet. I could turn up a little bit. I know the microphone's blowing out. Hold on, my microphone's blowing out. How about... No. How about now? Let me know if the microphone's blowing out real hard because it, for some reason, was super sensitive. There you go. Let's put some music a little bit higher. Because a lot of this is going to be me not talking very much. So I want to make sure you guys can listen. If you guys want to chat, I will reply. It's just that I'm primarily focused on whatever's happening here. Let's see what the Patreons look like. I think the patrons are the exact same as the previous month, so I don't have to change this very much. This does mean though that everyone gets to see this thing before anyone else. Okay. How do you think it's gonna be the next Dreamfest? I think it's gonna be Soda. It just seems like it's gonna be Soda, honestly. Alright, so now we changed the picture, and I have a shitty version of Word, so I have to do it like this every time. So my friend asked me, he's like, why do you do it like this and not the other way? And I'm like, because in the other way, the way you copy and paste pictures sometimes is kind of whack. So it breaks stuff. The next one's gonna be Xiao, and I think Xiao is red. So if Xiao is red, then boop, boop. Yeah, like that. And then the next one is Bunak. It could be Akai, but I don't think it'll be Akai because it's gonna be blue. So I think Akai will take a minute. So let's go over here. And then the thing about this is that it doesn't paste the font sizes properly, ever. So I gotta redo this every time. So from what I saw, this dude debuffs Japanese, so I already know he's a debuff. Thanks, Cyan Kenzo. Debuff. I don't think he's specifically a counter, despite being -2 to Japan. He's not really a counter. He doesn't like take out a whole team by himself. He's just a striker. I like, by the way, all three of these. All three of these players are excellent. I like that they exist. I like that they're kind of strong. High dribble pass. He does also learn that S pass. You can teach him that heavy tank pass, which is quite good. The pass cut's no good on him, but he can tackle. Tackle's the only defensive thing he can do. Snow cover, whatever. Alright, so we'll leave that like that for now because I'll do his hidden abilities a little bit first. So opponent stats -2. I can leave this as it is. This one's easy because no one likes this. I can just do that. I really need to fix that. Wait, what? Hi, Mena. What? Yo, I can't chat in my own chat, by the way. Like, I'm trying to type. It's not letting me chat. Like, it's like, yo, sign into your chat, bro. Dude, I'm signed in. Like, what is happening? I gotta pop out the chat to my own stuff. Like, hold on. I gotta pop out my own chat, otherwise I can't type. 2018's World Cup Soda is not lackluster. He's just not broken. I think a lot of people are spoiled now with units. What's that supposed to? What else do we have here? Yo, can I turn on dark mode on my shit? Like, can I not turn on dark mode? Like, I have to do like some weird stuff to turn on dark mode? That's terrible. So, special skill block, cutting. Let's go. Hoping for Dreamfest Owarin. I don't think Dreamfest Owarin will be next because they just released the blue Owarin. Dreamfest Owarin is coming. I don't think he'll be next. I think he'll be like... The problem is that Owarin has the timing. But to do that, they would have to release him in a color other than blue. What's up, Luigi? ¿Qué vuelta making Bing? And this is Alright, where do you think the meta will shift next? It's certainly looking like green. It'd be interesting if they did like Green Asia, because Green Asia can support Tsubasa and it can support Misaki, because they're both green and technically Asian. So if they release a goalkeeper, like an Arabian goalkeeper, like one of those cool, like that old, what's the name of that old goalkeeper? I've always forget his name. I think his name is, there you go, Mohamed Aldeaya. That guy used to actually be ridiculous. Ahmed, did you switch to 45 Japan Green? I don't have a regular PvP team right now. I only have my Dream Cup team. But like, because they're not gonna add, for example, you could add from right now Essam El Hadari, but he's Egyptian. That's technically Africa. So Mohamed Aldeaya is like the only guy that qualifies, and he was actually solid as hell. Like the times he was at the World Cup where he like stopped people from destroying Saudi Arabia was legit. Actually, he made Saudi Arabia, didn't he? There was a time like he straight up carried his squad in such a way that like, hold up. Let me put it like this. He was so notorious that they gave him a retirement match against Juventus. Even if Juventus is basically ridiculous and there's no defense, so there's no defense on his team side, so they lost 1-7. But you gotta remember, like, he actually got that. Also, didn't he win like best goalkeeper of the century for Asia? Like, that guy is absurd. Let me see. Hold up. Oh, there's a Wikipedia article. Yeah. He played in 4 FIFA World Cups for Saudi Arabia. Like, that's crazy. Achieved the first best goalkeeper of the century from Asia award ahead of Nasser Hejazi and In Young Choi. Like, that guy is ridiculous. So, if they want to like do cool like collaborations with real life players, he's a real life player that would probably hella benefit. Also, we'd probably get our first actual like black person in a game. Like, hello, what do we got? We got like Casagrande, who's like questionably black. Like, he's pretty blanquito because Takahashi doesn't draw black people. And like, it's gonna take us forever to get the Bobang and all these actual cool players from Road to 2002. Natureza is like, Natureza's clarito, bro. Like he's supposed to be black, but he totally is not. Like, because Takahashi doesn't draw black people, man. Takahashi's a hater. You don't know any better, dude. It'd be cool though. I mean, technically, yeah, Natureza, but all right, let's fill in some stats here. I like how what Totoro thought was gonna happen, which is that they were gonna better optimize stats so that they could release characters kind of power creeping without going too far up over the total, is starting to happen. But the other thing that's happening is that, for example, Cha has 51k stats. Like, that's wild for a gacha character. I remember when that was unheard of. He has... I don't think I'm gonna do his... I don't think I'm gonna do that. But what I will do is a 63-1. Oh man, his tussle is really good. He has the second best tussle in the game. I mean, he has good hit abilities. Do you guys think I should do stats first and then the hidden abilities? Because if I show you the stats first, it gives more context to the hidden abilities. World Cup Japan transfer will come in the next few months? Yeah, probably. Almost certainly. Now, he comes with heavy tank shot, which you're gonna keep, right? Because you don't have a choice. Heavy tank tackle. Whoa! That's fine. I wouldn't keep the interception on him though, because you can give him. He's such a tank, my guys. Yo. Actually, hold up. You know what? I want to look at Lee Young-gun real quick. I might add him to the video depending on what he looks like with his passive. As a, hey, don't forget that this guy exists. You guys wouldn't believe it if I told you, but he's a 10,000 shooter with Cha on the team. That thought is what keeps me from making S99 Mueller. I mean, I don't know, dude. Yo, if you play Lee with Cha on the field, 9k pass, 10k shot, 8.7k dribble, 8.4k tackle, 8.8k block, and 10.5k intercept. That's a good wing forward. And he learns swift intercept. He learns a technical pass. He learns a dribble. Oh, shit. Yo, Lee Yong-gun, the green one, might not be bad right now. He might be, like, passable. He's like a low B, high C unit that you can play. Interesting. He really isn't. So let's... He might be alright. I'll throw in a, okay, but wait. If you play him with Cha, he's not trash. I'm actually so surprised that I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, because competitions are all, well, so Luigi, the reason why you push skills up to S99 is because you still have the Tsubasa Cup. And the Tsubasa Cup is how you get stuff for your character in the first place. Actually, let me go like this. What's up, Aptik? Aptik! ¿Qué pasa, Aptik? How are you? Alright. How are you doing, Haptic? I don't care about regulationless tournaments because I don't think they're interesting. What this guy needs is a real shot. Yo, how are you doing? Are you still serving? You told me that it was gonna be a couple months, so I don't actually know how long it's been because the passage of time for me is starting to get a little wobbly. I know right now you guys are looking at these stats and you're going, what do you mean this guy is okay? Just shut up. Let me finish. Yeah. That's Haptic. What's up, SRT8, SRT8? I thought it said straight, but it doesn't. It says Surdate. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but... It's Haptic! Yeah, Luigi, but if you do really well in the Tsubasa Cup, then you can buy some of the players that give you some of the skills that you might need or that might help you complete events. It's always good to have a copy of every player. As a result, you want way more coins. No, dude, Aptik is extraordinarily Arabian. Well, he's from the area. I wouldn't say es un árabe. Yo, legit, I want all y'all, like, dudes to one day go to Mexico and have tacos árabes, which literally translates to Arabian tacos. And you guys are gonna be like, what the hell? They're literally, like, people from the region, when they moved to Mexico, brought with them preparation methods, but they make basically, like, a wrap, but they make basically kebab, but instead of wrapping it in a pita bread, they wrap it in a really, like a flour tortilla, but it's really thick. and it's ridiculous. And it's like my mom's and my favorite tacos. You can't get them anywhere. You can't get them in the United States. No one knows what they are. I asked my friends in Mexico, I was like, yo, you got a spot, like, if I go to, like, one of your tournaments that we can go get tacos árabes? I'm sure a random dude from, like, Mexico will pop up right now in the chat, like, órale, sí, güey, los pinches tacos árabes, cabrón. Like, they'll pop off. Like, tacos árabes are legit. They know. Alright, so as you guys can see, not too shabby, but we're looking at like a utility forward here, mostly. In Hungary, you need to come to. ¿Qué dice este man? Rorschach, los tacos árabes, explícales, güey. Pero en inglés que no te entienden. My wife doesn't want us to go to Miami. Why not, dude? Yo, if you come to Miami, if you let me know, I'll show you where you can eat. Also, if you eat halal, I know a spot that you can eat. Because I know some people don't care. I know some people are like, yeah, whatever. ¿Cómo te fue en la Dream Cup? ¿Terminaste los 20 ya? No, llevo 15 partidos, gané 13 y empaté 2. Mona, baby. Baby, come here. No? Baby. FM. What does FM mean? Hello, Indro Buntel. No mame. I like to play with Cha because he blocked the tackle. It helps a lot to score, yeah. Halal. Haram. Yo. Friendly match. Oh, no. I don't play friendlies. I already told people if they want to play a friendly, you can donate $20 and we'll talk about it. I'm not interested in friendlies. I don't have anything to prove to you. You don't have anything to prove to me. I think he's a B though. Like low B? Maybe. Where's the one I use? Is it this one? Yeah, there you go. You finished your 20 matches? No, I'm 15 in. I'm taking a break, dude. Capitano's doing good, Andres. Están los primeros 50. Yeah, I believe it. Espada sucks. He doesn't suck. He's just not... You're not supposed to be playing him. How do I need a color that's as obnoxious as possible. There you go. Don't do it. How good is the tackle block from Cha? I mean, no, he has like 9.9k dribble or something. He has good dribble, so you'll be able to like dribble your way past stuff. So long as... The problem right now, Christian, is that we need more ways to get S skills up. So that crappy characters who are loaded at S skills can do more. Like Cha. I imagine that maybe during this next event, the anniversary, you're probably gonna see a lot of SSR balls flood the area. I have this feeling that there's just gonna be a ton of SSR balls. Yeah, Luigi has it right, basically. K-Lab's not on level Nessa. If you run him. What happened to Katagiri medals? I don't know, dude, but call me when you find out where the Katagiri medals are, because my Aoi needs like 5 of them. And so does my Mueller. Like, I'm never going to finish those things. Is this the spoiler stream? Sort of. Don't you have Sorimachi? Yeah, but he's not limit broken because, I mean, he's not hidden ability evolved because I haven't finished. Like, don't judge me. Go for broke means GFB stands for go for broke. I know he is, but I haven't even finished him yet. Dribble pass, tackle, intercept that are more easily. And that Korean guy went to the mixer a long time ago. He's the only Asian guy who still needs a new version. They won't give him a Dreamfest version. We already listen at this stream. We acknowledge that we already know the remaining Dreamfest players until August, and everything else is just you wasting time. Okay, we already know what the next Dreamfest players that are coming are. Whoa. If you don't want to believe that what are the remaining Dreamfest? It's Akai, Soda, Owyron, Mueller, Gino. Those are the 5 left. Those are the only 5 left. Okay. I actually think he's more like a C. Depending on whether you play him. Actually, he's a D if you don't play him with the right players. You gotta... I wonder when they will bring Road to 2002. Soon? Thanks, Luigi. This one's okay if you play him. Will Radunga finally be the defensive midfielder for South America? Probably. It could already be Garcia if K-Lab got their head out of their ass, but... So... He's not a counter. I really like this Cha. Nationality teams isn't that strong. Blue Japan would like to have a word with you. Because that team is wild. Blue Japan right now is on some shit. The only thing that keeps Blue Japan from being out of control is that I could just grab Schneider and drop him anywhere on my team, and I solve the Blue Japan problem by 5%. So he's not out here shooting me in the face with a gun. Like Hugo's just like an asshole. Especially because Blue Japan is monocolor nationality. I mean, Asia is almost ready in terms of that. What do you say about my new radar? I don't know. Let's look at your new radar. I normally don't allow posts, links, but let's see it. And skill power radar, the highest momentum are plotted, so you can easily see the upper limit of the unit. Smallest snow line is the same as the status radar. Interesting. It's a cool visualization, actually. Oh, okay. What's up, Rock Frog? So Rock Frog does these cool visualizations that help you to understand how effective a player might be because of the access to skills that they have. I see a lot of people not understanding what this is. Way to understand where if you could make the... Hold on, I'm writing. So, listen, Rock Frog, I know that you like VBA, but you should try to figure out a way to write this in JavaScript and work with the Subasa.im guy, because this would be very, very, very useful for something like Subasa.im. And I don't think he'd be averse to collaborating as long as it was something cool. Hey, what's up? What's up, Boo? What's up, Boo Saker? From White Stream Team. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming by. Bu Saker. Um. He can stop. I mean, Ahmed is in my club. I think this one's easy because that's it. That's how I would limit break him. He doesn't need the pass, honestly. So this should be it for him. So Cha complete. I like how I had to explain. It's like, oh, we gotta talk about this guy. Alright, and so up next we've got Zhao. It's nice work, really. Thank you, man. When it comes to 0.01 characters, if you got them, start thinking. I really do have to cover the 0.01 characters now, by the way. Hi from Indonesia. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Tony? Tony Justanto. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Justanto or Justanto? How do you pull the J there? I imagine it's Justanto. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. With these guys around, you can't pass anyway. This is a good meme. Hold up. Yo. Yo. Trying to pass a teammate. Allow us to introduce ourselves. It's so toxic. They're all like at least 70% too. Like, it's so dumb. These stupid freaking characters, dude. That's a spicy meme. Yo, Mega Boy Zero memes are so good. Oh, I remember your Instagram account, Busakar. Yeah, they need Misugi also. Damn. Hold on. Let me put it as that. Aaron says like. What do you think about the account? I've seen it. I don't like follow it much or anything. Oh, it blocked you because you wrote bastard. I don't know why. Okay. Any advice? I don't know. You know what? You doing, you doing like your own thing as an Instagram account is, and I'll follow it by the way, is like, the problem is that, so I can't really read it. I read some of it, but most of the time when I use Instagram, I'm literally just watching one account. I'm not really looking for like Captain Tsubasa stuff. So like, when I'm watching Instagram, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna show you what I look at Instagram for. This is the only Instagram account I regularly follow. Alright? Because this dude kayaks. This goes kayaking. And he got this adorable cat that he picked up on the street in Albania. And now, while he was biking across all of Europe and basically just the region, like, basically he's biking Eurasia. Right now he's in Greece, settled in, and he picked up a job in the meantime. But you know, he had like all sorts of trouble. But basically, this is the only account on Instagram I follow. I follow a lot of them, but this is the only one I regularly check, and that's because I have a problem, and my problem is that cats are the best. Look at this cat, bro. Look at this cat. Look at this freaking cat. How can you not follow this cat account, right? And that's why I follow this one. So I don't really have advice because for me, Instagram is uncharted waters. I don't know what I would do on Instagram. Since I don't know, obviously I didn't really look into it. And so I don't know, maybe if a lot of players use Instagram then it's more valuable to them, but since I don't know what advice to give you. Just do your best, I guess. Like, make content that people are interested in. If you're gonna be like a content aggregator, make sure you get in touch with the people whose content you're gonna share. Because there was a guy on Telegram that shared a screenshot of my no, I haven't started on Bunak. There was a guy that shared like a bunch of the stuff I did. Where I really just predicted who's gonna come next in the Dreamfest, just for fun. But really, what it was is like a spreadsheet of everyone that's coming in the Dreamfest for sure, and what the order is probably gonna be. And that guy took it like, oh, this is guaranteed, and he posted it like it was like a real leak. And then it was just like a disaster because everyone thought some crazy stuff. And I was like, this is not a real leak, guy. And sure enough, it wasn't true because it ended up being, I don't know if it was Ken or like Ishizaki. And I was just like, yeah, that's the kind of thing they'll do. Yeah. I was kind of sure they'd. Can you farm Esper Ice Pass? Is there a way to farm Esper Ice Pass? Because if there isn't, then that's rude. There is no way to farm Esper Ice Pass. That sucks. Yeah, a precise pass isn't great, but it's still, I mean, it's better than something you can't farm, right? A defensive midfielder focused on pass cut and block is good against long distance. I haven't put a clogger in here in a while. Um... And I already wrote my... Yeah, I'll fix it, don't worry. Thanks for the call out though. I gotta put that there because I'm gonna need it later. He's only a defensive midfielder. I actually think that this guy is the worst of the three, even though he's good. Would you prefer perfect SGK? Nope. I don't want to spend that much stamina trying to save. And honestly, jumping SGK is cheaper than SGK catch, but stronger than SGK catch. And I don't know. Like, you can do it, but I feel like the gain at the top is not enough. Stuff that would have defeated your jumping SGK is likely going to defeat the perfect SGK anyway. Forgot this game even existed. Might reinstall now. What's up, Guy Man? Who's that? Who is Guy Man? It'd be funny if Guy Man is like Raiden. From like the very beginning of the game when Tacos and I used to play with him in like his club and it was just us three. Yo, being bleh to catch 3 times without full power is awesome. Yeah, being able to catch 3 times without full power is amazing. That's why I love it. I super freaking love that skill. Dun, 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 dun. My Mueller dies fast. Yeah, That's the thing, right? So like with Mueller, you just gotta. You just gotta believe, my guy. What my losses were to me running out of stamina. I mean, yeah. That's always too because you weren't able to like maintain ball control. I understand why people. Alright, imagine if there was an A jumping SGK catch or even B. I mean, that would be wild. I wish there was an A SGGK catch. That would be insane, but it would be too expensive, so it wouldn't be worth it. B SGGK catch would be cool. S double hammer. Oh god, S double hammer on World Cup Mueller would just be toxic. That's why I don't put full body stand on punchers, on primary punchers. That would just be the dumbest. I wouldn't mind if it was S Giant's arm. Imagine S30 Giant's arm on World Cup Mueller, just looking at all your A shots and being like, just not giving a shit. I would just be like, fuck my life. Get me out of this game, dude. Like, I just don't want to play anymore. I want to get solo. Urameshi is like, no. No. Make it stop, please. And then the last one is Synchprosert Bunak. Oh, okay, cool. I love it when I don't have to worry about that. You guys are gonna get to watch me record audio too, I think, because I think I can record without any issues. What's up, Julio Cardoso? This guy is the guy that murders you by tackling, right? Yeah. 10% foul rate tackle. Just get in there and just murder him. Just like. What's up, Trinex Banner? Does a foul happen even if you lose a matchup? Yes. Actually, also, if you foul, no stamina spent from either side. What's up, NBA? He's a little bit more interesting because you kind of just want to do. Because you want to be able to back stuff up. Yeah, I mean, you gotta add some humor occasionally, right? Shout out to Jata-kun. A better green Bunak. No, because no stand firm. People forget that stand firm is the reason why green Bunak exists. Everything else on green Bunak is irrelevant other than stand firm. Everything else, yeah, everything else you care about green Bunak is irrelevant because stand firm is something that exists. Is he better than World Cup Bunak? Nah, not really. Hey, are you ready? Analysis Streamfest Bunak? I think I did. Maybe not. I mean, this is pretty easy. Yeah, stand firm is broken. He has been featured after his release, but we'll see. He's been featured at least once or twice, but he hasn't been featured in a while. What's going to end up happening is that he's going to show up in a mini Dreamfest, and then I'll cover him. Because the mini Dreamfest is going to come to Bunak soon. They can't be good with Stand Firm. Do you know how much percent lost after Stand Firm? Everyone asks. I don't know. It's just a significant, annoying amount. Hey, thanks for subbing, Blackwatch. Appreciate it, man. I don't have like a alerts thing showing. I have to. Is Stand Firm so broken? Do you know how much? Oh my god. Here we go. No, I don't know. We have guesses. It's whatever the amount it would be. I think it looks like a percentage or the total block check, whichever one is higher. Like the block impact, because block removes power depending on your block skill sometimes, but also sometimes it's just the power. I wish I didn't write that. What? No, you're fine. Stand Firm is good. Alright. Cool. So that's it for this. Alright. Auto block plus stand firm would actually be toxic, and I hope they never do that. Alright. Alright, so now we gotta record the audio. And I record the audio generally in one take. I just go. So you guys are gonna actually get to hear me do a take of this. Because I now have to open this thing, and then I have to go like this because I don't care. So let's see. I'm gonna check to see how I can do the audio here. So you guys are gonna get like a ghetto version. Check, check, mic check. Holy crap, it's peaking. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, mic check. It's still peaking. Mic check, 1, 2. That's better. Okay. All right. I won't read chat at all while this is happening, so don't worry. All right, so how's it going, everybody? There's Nothing Excess here with a new player analysis. Here we've got the Monsters of the Asian Continent banner with Cha In-cheon, Zhao Junggong, and Singprasert Bunak. Also, we're going to cover Lee Young-gun, who is an old, kind of crappy player that maybe because of all these new players coming out might finally have a little bit of space in the meta. So let's go ahead and take a look at these players. We're going to start off with Cha In-cheon, the Far East power forward. He's probably probably the biggest criticism of any Asian player that we release nowadays in Dream Team is that there's no goalkeeper to really make sure they don't get smoked. This Cha is a pretty solid shooter, only gets stronger when he gets in the penalty box. He can be taught a 500 momentum, 500 stamina shot if you're really willing to get rid of one nut, and you shouldn't be willing to. And if he's your primary scorer, you can do that, but even if he's not, he has the serviceable version of S Heavy Tank Shot, which is quite good. His passive helps him destroy Asian goalkeepers, so the 2 best Dreamfest goalkeepers are hurt by him, which is nice, although against Ken, it's more of a push. You just only have the color advantage because of your passive. Also, his team skill helps even further with other Asian players. For his pros, he kills other Asian players again at 50%. He has pretty great stats: 11.7k shot, 9.7k dribble, 8.8k pass, and 8.3k tackle. His team skill buffs all non-Japan Asians at 50% and Japanese players at 8%, which is pretty great. He can also block an opponent's tackle to help him get into the PK area where he's 30% stronger. For cons, it's hard right now to get behind Asian squads just because there's no goalkeeper right now for them to really shine. His shot momentum isn't at least 455, so it feels kind of bad to be shooting with a 440 momentum shot. His position's forward. He is a striker with debuffing, and I rate him an S. Would I go for broke for him? I mean, if you're really invested in this new meta thing that's coming out with all these Asians, then sure, but otherwise I wouldn't really go with it. For a limit break, a 16-16-18 split between dribble, tackle, and speed, and then shot and power all in 25-25. For his hidden abilities, we've got Penalty Area Master A. He gets 3% buff while he's in the penalty area. It's not insane or anything, but you get 3% for free for getting into the penalty box, and you'll have an easier time doing that with your hidden ability that I'll talk about in just a minute. Opponent stats minus 2%. You debuff Japan by 2%. That's very valuable. You're going to be running into a lot of Japanese teams, especially Blue Japan. This will help you against them. Special skill block. I was talking about Penalty Area Master. If you want to dribble into the box, you have a 70% chance of disabling an opponent's tackle. That means that people will have to either throw huge numbers at you from like an intercept or some other skill to be able to try to stop you. He learned snow and snow cover resistance, which is whatever, it's PvE stuff, and he's not like junior youth, so it's not like you can use him in the EX5 challenge roads or whatever. And then my team, all stats plus 2%. If there were more viable non-Japanese Asian players, I could really see a greater amount of use for this. For now, it's just a neat way to make the Chinese, Arabian, Korean, and Thai players a little bit more buff. If they had a good goalkeeper, that might be a viable archetype, but they don't, so whatever. And now if this sounds like this entire blurb came from the Fei Shang video, that's because it totally did. I didn't even change it. For his stats, he's got 1,080 stamina. As you can see, his offensive stats are quite good. That results in 9.7k dribble, 11.7k shot, 8.8k pass. His only defensive skill of note is 8.3k tackle. Everything else is sub 7,000. He is the second best tussler in the game at 10.8k. You'll almost never tussle in this game. It would imply that the ball is favoring the defender and you're in the box with the defender. Very rarely do you see a tussle, so it is what it is. Skill build, you'll see a lot of heavy tank skills here. S heavy tank shot, S heavy tank tackle, S heavy tank dribble, and S heavy tank pass. And that's just because the S heavy tank pass is technically farmable, which is good. S heavy tank dribble is not quite as farmable, but you can get it from the old crappy red version. S heavy tank tackle is what he comes with, which is quite nice, and S heavy tank shot. We all long for the day that a version of Lee Yong-un exists that isn't bad. That said, there's that other green Lee that gets quite a bit stronger if you play him with Cha. So it might actually be worth playing him as soon as they give him any amount of skill support. But what about that character? Let's talk about that character since he's otherwise never going to get reviewed or featured or ever talked about. So we have here, if you happen to have this guy languishing in your inventory and you didn't throw him into the mixer when you had the chance, I imagine you'll have had them there for some time, I have some decent news for you. In a full Asian team, there's some abjectly silly things you can do, especially with Varane coming soon. If you run him with Cha on the field, just forget that his main shot is stat. That his main stat is shot. Wow, hold on. This is why I'm able to do some stuff. Yeah, I wrote 3%. I wrote 3% right here. 3%. I don't understand. What do you mean 30%? Did I say 30%? Oh, over here. I see what you mean. Whoops. Add a 0 there. Okay. Let's resize this thing one more time. And let me do some quick audio editing here. That his main stat is shot. Wow. If you run him with Cha on the field, okay. So that's where I left off. Okay. That his main shot is stat. Mercurio, I talked about that, but it's not that crazy. So let's hear what's going on here. Can do, especially with Varane coming soon. Okay. If you run him with Cha on the field, just forget that his main stat is shot and build him full utility so that he can help bully defenders and midfielders at the side of the field. He primarily exists as a character that lets Cha use his 1-2, but he's also a decent skill user in a full green Asian team with middling stamina. That probably has actual value to people who may be interested in playing this character. Pros, if you play him with Cha, he has 8.8k dribble, 9k pass, 8.4k tackle, and 10.5k intercept. Because his passive is a 30% bump with Cha, limit breaking him is 1.3 times as effective. He has an A skill each for dribble, tackle, pass, and intercept, all of which are fairly common, so it's easy to level up. Cons, since he's mainly a shooter for some reason, and he has no shots worth giving him, you have this big stat that you can't do much with, and you're going to limit break him in a way that feels ugly. He's better off being used as a utility forward on the side. Limit break is a 16-16-18 split for dribble tackle speed and 17-17-16 split for pass intercept technique. He is a forward. His roles are utility and enabler. I rate him a D without Cha and a B with Cha. Go for broke? No, please, just don't. Stamina 904, not very good. As you can see, his stats without Cha are abysmal. A lot of things under 6k. 8.1k shot and 8.1k intercept are the only things he more or less has going for him. But if you have him with Cha, all of a sudden his bat stats turn quite decent. He has 8.7k dribble, which is not terrible, 9k pass, 8.4k tackle, and 10.5k intercept. Sure, he has 10.5k shot as his primary stat, but his shot is so bad, there's really no reason to limit break it. You're never going to use it. You don't really get a whole lot of benefit from it. Even with the 12.5k from 12.5% from low ball, you're just not going to see a whole lot of improvement there. For his skill build, he comes with low flying overhead kick, so you're going to have to leave that there. He comes with strong tackle and swift interception, which makes it easy to just give him technical pass and smooth ball keeping from SSR versions, the other ones. I think it's the league one. Or actually, I think he's from Online Coin. I don't remember. Someone will put a comment in the video. We all long for the day that a version of Lee Yong-un exists that isn't bad. This one's okay if you play him with Cha, but only if you play him with Cha, as it allows Cha to use his 1-2, which is nice, and severely buffs this one. The buffs also help him when interacting with opponents, as he has access to a lot of generic decent A skills that he can get, and then he can get them to A50 or higher pretty comfortably. He's not great, but he's a huge annoyance to any defender or any attacker that he might run into. If he had a 1-2, he'd be better. Next up, back to the banner, Zhao Zhongguang, the Fearless Wild Dragon. I'm a little surprised with the release of this Zhao because there is another Zhao that's red that learns Super Speed Kickback Cannon S. I actually thought they'd give him a hidden ability evolution because he's still kind of okay, but we got this one instead. He's an auto interceptor with a decent, if expensive, pass cut ability. He comes with an S precise pass, which isn't farmable yet, unfortunately, and an A block, which is the thing he's second best at. He's a defensive midfielder focused on pass cut and block, which is good against long-distance shooters, but his primary job is to clog the midfield with pass cut and make it harder for opponents to move the ball forward. My concern is that they could have probably done a hidden ability for the old Zhao and then released a red Lee, right? And then made the red Lee pretty good, and then you could have had the red Lee and then have a better rainbow option for Lee, because there's not any new versions of Lee, even though he is technically about as good as Cha, according to the lore. And that would have been better because you could have given, if you wanted to give an auto intercept, you could have given the old red Cha like some auto interception at like 50% or something, and then he would have had to level up the A auto pass cut. And I feel like that might have been more balanced, or just a better idea, especially because they haven't really given hidden abilities to older units much that aren't Japanese or European, and so giving one to an Asian player might have been a cool idea. But anyways, I digress. Pros, 11.1k intercept, backed up by 450 momentum pass cut and 9.1k block, and it has a 320 momentum A skill attached to it. He has 8.3k tackle to bring up the remaining defensive abilities. He also has the non-Japan Asian 50% and Japanese 8% team skill, which is great. For cons, he would have been better as a dual position defensive midfielder and defender, because defensive midfielders with auto cuts are way better when you can pump speed, tackle, intercept, and technique. Block is not a good synergy on them. For his limit break, it will be probably, depending on whether you value the block or not, you will either take tackle speed 25-25, intercept technique 25-25, or you will probably do speed 25, block 22, 03 power, and then intercept 25, technique 25. For his stamina, 959 stamina. You can see that the tackle, block, and intercept are pretty decent. His dribble 6.8k, whatever. His shot and pass are also whatever. But his tackle 8.3k, not too bad. Block 9.1k and intercept 11.1k, rounding it out. For his skill build, S kickback intercept and A precise pass Things that he comes with: A kickback block, also something that he comes with. Also, you can teach him the A killer tackle and the A super speed kickback cannon. You only have the super speed kickback cannon as a clearing method in case you're up against a good pass cutter and you actually forgot to not get into a matchup. Kickback intercept is good enough that you don't need to use the aerial double and a half twist interception from the Dreamfest version. It's only 5 momentum weaker and you're not replete with skill space. Sure, kickback intercept is 3 stamina more expensive, but you're not going to match up that often and it's just fine for auto pass cutting. Finally, we have Singh Prasert Bunak, martial art football. Sure, there is that Napoleon out there from the World Cup that thinks he's clever, what with his passive that just doesn't kill just goalkeepers, but also kills defenders. He has an easier time getting up close. Well, here's a Bunak that doesn't just kill forwards, but he also kills attacking midfielders who are trying to deliver the ball. If an opponent's forward or attacking midfielder are trying to get in close, just kick them in the stomach with the ball and pass the ball away and end your manga chapter talking about how the pitch is a battlefield. You go, Bunak. You go. Pros 10.8k tackler backed by a 455 momentum tackle and a 10% foul rate. Great skill support and 9.6k block as a backup. He has team skill buffs, which buffs all non-Japan Asians 50% and Japanese players 8%, and that's great. Cons, he's not really great at cutting passes, which is like the main thing that attacking midfielders like to do. So you might be really angry and throw in Misaki with a knife or, aka your leg, but he's just going to green cut pass over you anyway. He has no shot skill levels, so Jato-kun is going to be sad that he can't use his 880 EX Muay Thai shot. He's going to have to keep him on the event Bunak. Limit break 25, tackle speed 2203, block power, and intercept technique. For stamina 950, not too great, but not too bad. It could be worse. As you can see, his stats offensively nothing but 10.8k tackle, 9.6k block, and a kind of depressing 7.2k intercept is actually actively worse than his dribble, which sucks. For a skill build, he comes with S Muay Thai tackle. Also give him the S Muay Thai block. If you still have a copy of that really old red Bunak, I haven't seen that guy come up in the gacha in a million years. Holy smokes. A Muay Thai intercept, which is what he comes with. Then teach him the A strong pass and A Muay Thai dribble. Some people think this guy is just strictly better Green Bunak, but people forget that the reason why Green Bunak is good is because he has stand firm and it makes him obnoxiously toxic. Meanwhile, this guy's just going to have to tackle someone's legs clean off if they try dribbling. He's going to have some trouble intercepting passes, which is the same issue that the previous Zhao has as well. But he at least has a passive, well, the last Zhao doesn't have the trouble with the interception. What he has is that he's focused on interception, but he can't tackle, so he doesn't have the right skill that normally would back up the same thing. He at least has a passive that can help him if he gets himself into too much trouble. Unlike the World Cup event Bunak, he has no shooting stats, so you can't take the ball and just kick it back at the opponent's goalkeeper with full disregard for your safety. Now guys, thank you all for checking out this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please go ahead and click like button and leave a comment telling me what you think of these players or of the video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to check out the rest of the channel. And if you would like to know when I upload new content, don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon to be notified of when new videos or posts are made. If you would like to monetarily support the channel, you can leave me a one-off tip by clicking on the Streamlabs link in the description, or you can support me monthly by joining my Patreon community. You can enjoy the unique benefits available to my Patreon subscribers. You can also check that out by clicking the Patreon link below in the description. Thank you guys for checking this out. I hope to see you all soon. All right, cool, done. Oh my god, you guys did a lot of chatting. Let's see. Let's see. What you people say? Try chop with. Okay, yeah, he's so fast. I am not able to speak at that speed. Also in Italian. Cha also activates Genzo's passive. Absolutely like that. Arab defense, dude. With the headscarf, dude. It's a wiring. Come on, man. Auto block and stand firm would be nasty. Yeah, agreed. Should I spend my 500 dream balls on Cha? No. No. Do first 3 steps and live with it if you need him. Well, I need him, but I won't. I place okay. Poor Jato. I thought Bunak was gonna have a Blue Dream Collection version. Yeah, same. It could still happen. He's not wrong. My bet is for Blue Soda Dream Fest. I think Blue Soda Dream Fest is the likeliest thing to come. There's like a sound gap here that I'm gonna clip a little bit. I'm gonna give this a little snip because there's like a click here. Let me see. Safety. Now guys, thank you all for checking out this video. No, that sounds fine to me. Okay, cool. So I export that as an OGG, and we're gonna dump the OGG into and then just dump the OGG. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know. I have all the soundtrack and I haven't released it on MP3 because I haven't. Some of it is really hard to do the editing to, so I haven't done it yet. So sorry, guys. let's resume music. Thank you. All right. No, I'm still here. What's up, Ayub? So now. Gotta create a PDF. I gotta do handouts. And I make these for my viewers, for the people who subscribe to Patreon. So they can have a copy of it. I think it's gonna be Soda because they already released a green Japanese team, Dreamfest. So they might throw Soda and Akai to match up with Ishizaki. Maybe. Small mistake. He's not 3% PA, only 3% MR. Am I wrong? Darius, I already fixed it. Even if the audio is incorrect, I'm not gonna deal with it. If the audio is incorrect, the audio is incorrect. RIP. I might go to the audio and like say 30 over it or something, or say like it's 3, or like put like a big 3 on the screen. But yeah, I already fixed it, and this was already incorrect. Okay, so there's that. And now we open up the next part, which is Vegas. I'm going to delete the old stuff, the old music, and now I have here the video, so I gotta get the video for me. I gotta go find the video, so I gotta open like Memu, which I hate, but it's the one that gives me the easiest access to the files. So it's gonna be Blue Soda as a thought. The sooner you come to grips with that, the better. Blue Soda is actually going to be difficult to fit because you want to keep Jito for some players, and you want to keep a Wyron. So what do you do? So I gotta load Tsubasa so that I download files. I could download it directly, but I don't know the name of the file, so I'm not gonna try that. I'm loading Tsubasa on another screen right now, but see, because normally it'll be like the intro, and then we'll have this. But I don't need this right now, so. Cha, Li, Zhao, and Kuna. Alright. Nobody thinks it'll be Super Dreamfest? No, not yet. Not yet. Super Dreamfest would be too early. And then we go here. How's it going, everybody? There's nothing except. How's it going, everybody? There's nothing except. Cool. It's a very low possibility. It's too early. Okay. Future Genzo Dreamfest, and I was sure Super Dreamfest was gonna be with 3 Dreamfest goalkeepers, so I don't think we won't have a Super Dreamfest on June. We're gonna have a Super Dreamfest on June. The reason why the Super Dreamfest happens in June is because the game was released in June. Not for any other reason. The only time Super Dreamfest hasn't happened in the game in June is when the game was launched in Japan. So maybe at one point the game will be done updating so that I can find my files. In case you guys are wondering what I'm doing. Right? I'm trying to get my trying to get some stuff out of here. Red Geno is actually the likeliest of the Genos to be released because they don't want to release a Red Mueller. Because it's easier for them to hit an ability Dream Collection blue Geno and then release a red Geno instead of a green Geno. Because Mueller is more important, so for them, yeah, they don't care. The gacha red Geno is irrelevant. He's like the least important player in the game. Wow. I guess it's true what they did, what they said that they oh, Google Play services are updating. That explains it. That's really annoying. Oh, yeah, of course. All right. Blue Salinas? Salinas is never coming. I really wish people would stop bringing up Salinas. Like, what makes you convinced that Salinas is coming before August? Like, they already told us who the Dreamfest players are going to be. We already know Salinas is not on the list. Why do people insist on Salinas? I just want to know the reasoning at this point because I don't understand it. Oh my god. What can we expect from the anniversary coming? Should I spare my balls as a free-to-play? You should probably save some Dream Balls unless the Dreamfest is great for you. Salinas is literally not plot important. Like, they don't care about him. Forget K-Lab not caring about him. Like, Takahashi doesn't care about him. That's what makes me wonder, like, do you guys read the same manga I do? Like, okay, so here's the file. So now I go over here and I go download and I paste. Copy selection here. Okay, and now I go like this and I open. And now I have Asia and I don't need to keep the game up. Who will be the 6? There's no 6. There's only 5 left. Why do you think there's 6 players left? There's 5. Okay, so whoop, bump this up, bump this up, bump this up. And I gotta know Multiple Robson cards, and he has like one page on which he's mentioned. Yeah, but are any of them Dreamfest? Get back at me when you find out when Dreamfest Robson's coming. Okay. Okay, so that's the frame I want. I gotta make sure that it's frame by frame. Alright, so it's my favorite frame. Like that. Alright. And then I take a screenshot of that. And I drop that. Because that's my... the front picture. Call it. I leave it untitled, I don't care. That's how I get my picture. Okay. Skillab, they keep releasing Robsons. Yeah, but they're not gonna release a Dreamfest Robson. And by the way, they've only released... they released 2 gacha Robsons in the same color. And 1 Dream Collection Robson, and then a free Robson in the same color. There's no green Robson yet. There's a green Brolin. They will release a second list of possible Dreamfest characters, but they will be the Road to 2002 characters. They're not gonna go back in time. And so now, I need to turn down the music a bunch, because I have to be able to hear what I'm working on. A bit of space in the meta. So let's go ahead and take a look at these players. We're gonna start off with Chai and Xian, the Far East. Okay, so I nailed the first part. Yeah, Radunga is probably gonna be one of the first players if they want to do it chronologically. I'll leave this for a while. Also, his team skill. I just look for audio pauses because I tend to pause. For cons, it's hard right now to get behind Asian squads just because if you're really invested in this new meta thing that's coming out with all these Asians, then sure, but otherwise I wouldn't really go with it. For Limit Break, a 16-16-18 split between dribble for his hidden abilities. Alright, cool. So I got him there. Yeah, those guys would be up next. I don't know about Nigeria because none of the Nigerian players are particularly important to the plot except Bobang. You might see Bobang Dreamfest, but Bobang doesn't come until way late. Is any new corporation like the Real Madrid one? Oh, collaboration. Yeah, it's possible. Collaborations are always possible. Especially Blue Japan, this will help you against them. Special skill block. I was talking about penalty area master. He learned snow and snow cover resistance, which whatever is. All right, so here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop you. He learns. No. There's a lot of silence here, so I'll trim some of the silence. I'll try to stop you. He learned snow and snow cover resistance, which is what. For now, it's just a neat way to make the Chinese, Arabian, Korean, and Thai players a little bit more buff. If they had a good goalkeeper, that might be a viable archetype for his stats. He's got. All right, cool. What about Roberto? Roberto's never coming in Dreamfest. That would make no sense. Maybe near the end of the game. We'll have to either throw huge in just a minute. Opponent stats minus 2%. You debuff Japan, and I rate him an S. Would I go for broke for him? I mean, if you're really... How's it going, everybody? There's nothing excess here. Shine. His shot momentum isn't at... Opponent stats minus 2%. For his hidden abilities, because there's no goalkeeper right now for them to really shine. His shot momentum isn't at least 455, so it feels kind of bad to be shooting with a 440. For cons, it's hard right now to get and Japanese players at 8%, which is pretty great. He can also block an opponent's tackle to help him get into the PK area where he's 30% stronger. And Japanese players at 8%, which is pretty great. He can also block an opponent's tackle to help him get into the PK area. 30% strong. Let's make a stronger. 30%. Your green Japanese team is so good. Yes. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. You streaming?
Hmm?
Streaming?
Yes. Strong. 30%.
Hello.
He's 30% stronger. Where he's 30% stronger. Area where he's 30% stronger. There you go.
Yes.
Herb came from the Faye
Yes,
Shang
it did.
video. That's because it totally did. I didn't even change it. For his we don't have a green Mueller, a good green Mueller. We have a green Mueller that exists. That if you didn't do well in some random event a long time ago,
Just got out, so.
you don't even know he exists. For his stats, he's got 1080 stamina. As you can see, his offensive stat. His only defensive skill of note is 8.3k tackle. Everything else is sub 7,000. He is the second best tussler in the game at 10.8k. You'll almost never tussle in this game. It would imply that the ball is favoring the defender and you're in the box with a defender. Very rarely do you see a tussle, so that is what it is. Skill build.
Yeah. Alright, bye.
His only defensive skill of note is Ape Tussle, so it is what it is. Skill build, you'll see a lot of heavy tank skills here. S heavy tank shot, S heavy tank tackle, S heavy tank dribble, and S heavy tank. Not quite as farmable, but you can get it from the old crappy red version. S heavy tank. We all long for the day that a version of Lee Yong-un exists that isn't that. But what about that character? Let's talk about that character since he's otherwise never going to get reviewed or featured or ever talked about. So we have here, if you happen to have this guy languishing in your inventory and you didn't throw him into the mixer when you had the chance, I imagine you'll have had him there. But what about that character? Let's talk about that character since he's otherwise never going to get reviewed or featured or ever talked about. So we have here, if you happen to have this guy languish with Farran coming soon. If you run him with Cha on the field, just forget that his main stat is shot and build him full utility so he can help bully defenders. Alright, here's another split that I have to do because there was that thing going on. With Farran coming soon. If you run him with Cha on the field, just forget that his main stat is shot and build him full utility so he can help bully defenders and midfielders at the side of the field. He primarily exists as a character that lets Cha use his 1-2, but he's also a decent skill user in a full green Asian team with mid lane. Pros, I actually forgot that I have to do one more thing here. And that's that I have to do this guy's limit breaks properly. There you go. Because he already comes with the S1. Interested in playing this character. Pros, if you... He has an A skill each for dribble, tackle, pass, and intercept, all of which are fairly common. Cons, since he's mainly a shooter for some reason, and he has no shots worth giving it, ugly. He's better off being used as a utility forward on the side. Limit Break is a 16-16-18 split for dribble. He is a forward. His roles are utility and enabler. I rate him a D. Stamina 904. I had to fix that limit break because it was wrong. As you can see, his stats without Cha are abysmal. A lot of things under 6k. 8.1k shot and 8.1k intercept are the only things he more or less has going for him. But if you have him with Cha, all of a sudden his bat stats turn quite decent. He has 8.7k dribble, which is not terrible, 9k pass, 8.4k tackle, and 10.5k intercept. Sure, he has 10.5k shot as his primary stat, but his shot is so bad, there's really no reason to limit break it. You're never going to use it. You don't really get a whole lot of benefit from it, even with the 12.5k from 12.5% from low ball. There's really no reason to limit break it. You're never going to use it. You don't really get a whole lot of benefit from it, even with the 12.5k from 12.5% from low ball. You're just not going to see a whole lot of improvement there. For a skill build, he comes with low flying overhead kicks, so you're going to have to leave that there. He comes with strong tackle and swift interception, which makes it easy to just give him technical pass and smooth ball. We all long for the day that a version of Lee Yong-Moon exists that isn't bad. This one's okay if you play him with Cha, but only if you play him with Cha, as it allows Cha to use his 1-2, which is not. Next up, back to the banner, is Zhao. A50 Fearless Wild Dragon. I'm a little surprised with the release of this Zhao because there is another Zhao that's red that learns super. He's a defensive midfielder focused on pass cut and block, which is good against long distance shooters, but his primary job is to clog the midfield with pass cut and make it harder. According to the lore, and that would have been better because you could have given, if you wanted to give an auto intercept, you could have given just a better idea, especially because they haven't really given hidden abilities. This is the most long cuts I've had to do in a video in a while, like silence cuts. Or just a better idea, especially because they haven't really given hidden abilities to older units much that aren't Japanese. But anyways, I digress. Pros, 11.1k intercept backed up by 450 momentum pass cut and 9.1k block, and it has a for cons, he would have been better as a dual position defensive midfielder and defenders. For his limit break, it will be probably depending. For his stamina, 959 stamina. You can see that the speed 25, block 22, 03 power, and then either take tackle speed 25, 25, intercept technique 25, 25, or you technique 25, 25, or you will probably do speed 25, block 22, 03 power, and then intercept 25, technique 20. Or you will probably do speed 25, block 22, 03 power, and then intercept 25, technique 25. For his stamina, 959. I'm gonna let that one sit normally for the silence so that people can see the. You can see that the tackle, block, and intercept are pretty decent. For his skill build, S kickback intercept and A precise pass. What's up, Brian? That he comes with. A kickback block, also something that he comes with. Also, you can teach him the A killer tackle and the A super speed kickback hand for auto pass cutting. Finally, we have. You making coffee? Are you making coffee? auto pass cutting. Finally, we have Singh Prasert Bunak, martial art football. Sure, there is that Napoleon out there. You go. What's up, Sayed? Pros 10-point AK tackler backed by a 455 momentum tackle and a 10% foul rate. Great skill support and 9.6k block as a backup. He has team skill buffs, which buffs all non-Japan with a knife or, you know, aka your leg. But he's just gonna green cut like levels, so Jatokun's gonna be sad that he can't use his A8 event Bunak. Limit break 25, tackle speed 2203, block power and intercept technique. For stamina 950, not too great, but not too bad. You know, it could be worse. As you can see, his stats, for skill build, he comes with S Muay Thai tackle. For stamina 950, not too great, but not too bad. You know, it could be worse. As you can see, his stats, offensively nothing but 10.8k tackle, 9.6k block, and a kind of depressing 7.2k intercept is actually actively worse than his dribble, which sucks. For skill build, he comes with S Muay Thai tackle, can't tackle, so he doesn't have the right skill that normally would safety. Now guys, thank you all for checking out this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please go ahead and click the like button and leave a comment telling me what you think of these players or of the video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to check out the rest of the channel, and if you would like to know when I upload new content, don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon to be notified of when new videos. Any go for broke in this players? No, only they're all give me a one-off tip by maybes. The Streamlabs link in the description, or you can support me monthly by joining my Patreon community. You can enjoy the unique benefits available to my Patreon subscribers. You can also check that out by clicking the Patreon link below in the description. Thank you guys for checking this out. I hope to see you all soon. So let's go back here. How's it going, everybody? What should be our theme? How's it going, everybody? This is Nothing Excess here with a new player analysis. Here we've got the Monsters of the Asian Continent banner with Cha In-cheon, Zhao Jungong, and Singh Prasert Bunak. Also, we're going to cover Lee Yong-gun, who is an old, kind of crappy player that maybe because of all these new players coming out might finally have a little bit of space in the meta. So will Dreamfest Matsuyama get HA? I hope so. We're going to start off with Cha In-cheon, the Far East power forward. He's probably probably the biggest criticism of any Asian player that we release nowadays in Dream Team is that there's no goalkeeper to really make sure they don't get smoked. That's not the song. Cha's a pretty solid shooter, only gets stronger when he gets in the penalty box. He can be taught a 500 momentum, 500 stamina shot if you're really willing to get rid of one nut, and you shouldn't be willing to. And if he's your primary scorer, you can do that, but even if he's not, he has the serviceable version of S Heavy Tank Shot, which is quite good. His passive helps him destroy Asian goalkeepers, so the two best Dreamfest right if he gets himself. Now guys, thank you all for checking out this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, please go ahead and click the like button and leave a comment telling me what you... That's it. That's the whole video. As you can see, I can crank these up pretty quickly. I've gotten pretty used to it. Here's the one Easter egg is Japanese players at 8%, which is pretty great. He can also block an opponent's tackle to help him get into the PK area where he's 30% stronger. Let's see if anyone catches that besides you guys who already know, right? So now I can render. And now for the rendering part, unfortunately, rendering takes a lot of my CPU because my computer is not that crazy. It's pretty okay, but it's not that crazy. So guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to cook brunch or something. And I'm going to get to doing some stuff around the house. So thanks a lot, guys, for coming out here and basically keeping me company during video making. I'll be calling this Monsters of Asia. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for coming out here. Thank you for checking out my channel and my live stream. If you guys already know, like the whole spiel. You know, if you like the stream, if you like the channel, just go ahead and click like. Leave a comment, stuff like that. If you want to see more stuff, just remember, you know, if you click subscribe and you click the little bell, you'll know when I'm around doing stuff. If you want to join the channel, like if you want monetary support, down there's like a Streamlabs link. You can just donate me up like $1 or $2. That's cool for coffee. And if you want to support me monthly, there's a Patreon link. You get cool stuff like the PDF of this video, which some people really value. So I didn't think it was that crazy, and then some people were like, no, I really like it. I'm like, all right, cool. You get one early. I'm not gonna release the early one because the video is basically already done, but some people do enjoy it. So if you want that, just go ahead. There's like a tier. I think you have to join one of the specific tiers, and then you get the PDF. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming out here. I'm out of here. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. So bug you guys later.